Oh, I do multiple things. Video editing I've been doing since '99 on a 2 VCR setup with 2 TVs. That's basically what it was. But it had a deck as well for interfacing. And after that we went digital. My first Polytech in 2000. Um, Started learning the digital editing system. Eventually I got NCH VideoPad Video Editor, and I have edited my videos since 2006. But video editing isn't one of my things. Like, I do multiple things, and video editing is not something I consider myself good at. That's why I've had people help me out with that recently. Neither is YouTube thumbnails. Like, I can't, for the life of me, put together a decent YouTube thumbnail. All of these are, hiring freelancers to help me with that, because it's not something I'm good at. It's just not. I write zines. I'm good at that. I write in pencil comics. I'm good at that. I write books. I'm very good at that. I write song lyrics. I'm pretty good. I'm a poet. So poetry to music, that's what I'm good at. Songs, as in proper songs, I'm okay. But poetry to music, rap, whatever you want to call it, slam poetry, stuff like that, I can do. I'm very good at it. I make open source video game art. I write TTRPGs. I design cartoon characters. I'm teaching myself machinima and game maker. I have a background in JavaScript. I'm actually proficient in JavaScript, and I know a tiny bit of Python. So game makers seem like the easiest way to get into coding my own games. I freelance as a story coach on Fiverr and a video producer via Ko-Fi or Coffee donations, and game writing support via Fiverr as well. I built my own website in WordPress. I wrote a 35-page business plan and marketing strategy for my one-man business, and I manage socials to try to grow a community around the content that I'll be putting out in about 8 months. I write digital theatre aimed at VR. I'm actually pretty good as a playwright, but I never gave it enough time. I write visual interactive novels, FMV cinematic indie video games, and video blogs. I even try to write for web series because I have a screenwriting degree. And I'm very good at writing scripts. I hear it all the time though. You do too many things. I'm overwhelmed just hearing or reading about all the things you are doing. You need to strip it back. Do less things. Focus. The truth is, I can't focus for more than 2 hours on one thing in a day. I get bored. And it doesn't take me long to do a lot of work on a project, like 30 minutes to an hour and a half, and I can write something like 15 pages or 4 really, really good pages. And 400 pages is a decent novel, right? So that's 3 to 4 months. That's not a lot of time. Or I can draw a cartoon character design or a panel for a comic strip, write 3 4-page scripts for comics, TV, film, and or game writing. Like, I can't wait for somebody to ask me for help again on my new Fiverr to get some great writing in the game. It takes me fuck all time, and I'm always uniquely weird, original, and imaginative. Engaging with my expression as a poet and my intellect as a crazy introvert. Capital C for crazy. I really kind of hate penciling. It gets so boring and feels like I'm wasting my time. 20 minutes is long enough to sketch with a pencil for me. I'm good at it, but I don't enjoy it. Photoshop is where it gets fun. Like, it's the one thing I can focus on. That and video production or animation and art department stuff like costume design, props, masks, and set design. I can focus on these things for like 3 hours each because they're just fun, but it's not what I'm good at. So I'm not going to focus on them that much. Just like playing with Photoshop once I've got my pencil drawing and doing cool things with Photoshop and then showing other people how to do cool things with Photoshop. I enjoy that. I'm good at that. I'll keep doing that. There are people way better at that stuff. But I hope that my mistakes and my achievements will show you something that you will get out of it, will give you value. Anyway, I have a really good aptitude and eye for theatrical design. I've never been given an opportunity to really get into it because by the time I discovered things like toy for curry and sets and props and production design courses and stuff like that, I'd already been to 3 polytechs successfully. And I got my screenwriting degree, I got my honors diploma in cartooning. It was kind of product design as well, and 2D digital art and art direction for animation. That was the focus of my diploma. It's a level 6 diploma, and the degree was a level 7 in screenwriting. And back in 2000, I did some theater. I went to drama school as a kid, but in 2000, we wrote, produced, starred in, and toured by bus local primary schools with our children's play. And I also learned to be a DJ for the radio portion of it, and programming ads and doing all this stuff for radio, promoting for radio, selling ads, interviewing people on the street with a mini disc thing, and lots of radio. But my major was making short movies for television on video, and then we would go to the TV station and take turns at the studio camera. I was also in the sound booth, and I spent a lot of time mixing audio, and because we recorded our own ads and stuff like that. So I'd done way too much study to keep doing study in production design, even though it fascinates me. I'm really interested in theatrical design, so I'd love to get into it. If anybody is in theatrical design and has some tips, leave a comment, please do. Yeah. So anyway, I'm good at writing stories, especially visual scripts, long-form prose, interaction design, especially narrative, and especially for spaces. I love puppets and creature design. I'm also really good at communicating experiments in digital product design, and I'm really good at design for play, like games and digital toys. But my point stands, I can achieve 7 to 10 tasks in a day in 10 hours. My focus doesn't wane, and I'm not split over several things. I turn one off, then open something else. My energy transfers to the new thing like the honeymoon phase. I'm always on, but I force myself to take evening breaks, even if it's semi-work like watching YouTube or writing or brainstorming videos like this. Don't you remember high school, where you had to memorize your schedule and you had 8 or so classes in one day and were expected to keep up? Yeah, I don't remember it either. Never mind. I still work like that though. In a year, I can finish between 11 and 17 projects as long as I don't have to invest too much of my own money in their production, like FMV games. I need to make a feature in order to turn it into an FMV game, and I need like 50K to make that feature. So I have to sell some novels first and some self-published zines and get all this other stuff off the ground, which explains why I do so much stuff, because like a little bit of success from each thing gives me enough capital to put into the other things I want to do, which are like FMV games and virtual reality. Yeah, ask me again in a year whether I think I'm doing too many things. Anyway, that's me. Thanks for watching. Like if you like, and please consider subscribing. I usually chuck up videos on Thursday, but this one's going straight up. Thanks. Bye.